Hello, Tigers. Today we're going to be talking about commission and fees. If you don't know what commission is something that usually a salesperson earns based on the number of sales, and it's always a percent. So, whoa. Oh no, what am I doing? Here we go. Commission is the percent. Remember, I never go back and start over because I don't have time. So if something crazy happens with the screen, we just keep going. So it's the percent earned on the total sales. All right, let's just dive right in. Number one says Joe earns 8.5 commission on every appliance he sells. How much commission would he earn for selling a $1,350 refrigerator? All we want to know is how much is 8.5% of means multiply 1350, because Joe doesn't keep the $1,350, right? That belongs to the store that he works for, but he does get a percentage of his sales, which is why salespeople like to sell you the more expensive product, because they earn a percentage. The more expensive the refrigerator, the more money Joe will earn. So I'm just going to multiply these on my calculator to find that Joe earns $1,114.75 on that sale. Shreya needs to earn at least $2,000 each month. What is the minimum amount she needs to sell if she earns 11% commission on her sales? This one is a little bit different. Instead of knowing her total sales, we know the amount of commission she needs. So $2,000 is going to be 11% of her sales. So I'm still saying that the commission is the percent of the sales, but instead of knowing the sales, I know the commission. So $2,000 is what percent of, oh no, that's not right. $2,000 is 11% of, we don't know how much the sales was, right? So we're going to solve this using the method for solving one-step equations that we learned last year in 6th grade. Since x is being multiplied by 0.11, we're going to divide both sides by 0.11. That's the opposite operation, and whatever you do to the right or either side of the equation, you do to the other side of the equation. So 0.11 divided by 0.11 is 1. That's why we did that. It just makes x all by itself. And then 2,000 divided by 0.11 in my calculator is this. It's just 1/8 repeating over and over and over again. So I want to know how much she needs to sell. And so let me write this over here with the repeating part. Easier to see here with more spaces. So we want to round to the nearest cent, which is the hundredths place. And since that's 5 or more, I'm going to round up. So she needs to sell at least $18,181.82 worth of products. So that might be a car, right? It could be appliances. It could be jewelry. Lots of different jobs earn commission. Real estate. So there you have it. Let's try one like that again, because I feel like number 2 was a little bit harder than number 1, just because you had to think outside the box a little bit. So Ray needs to earn at least $2,400 each month. What is the minimum amount he needs to sell if he earns 15% commission? So he needs to earn a commission of $2,400, and that's going to be 15% of his sales. We don't know the sales. So let's divide both sides by 0.15. I'm going to use my calculator. 2,400 divided by 0.15 is exactly 16,000. So I didn't even have to round off on that. So this makes a 1, right? And then this is what happened when I divided in my calculator. So here's the answer. All right, so fees, like commission, are just a percent of the price. So let's try one. Meg bought a concert ticket for $125. And we all know that if you buy a ticket on StubHub or SeatGeek or Ticketmaster, all of those sites are going to charge you a processing fee, and sometimes even more than a processing fee. But for this problem's sake, we're just going to talk about one measly processing fee of 18%. So the ticket is not going to be $125. It's going to be $125 plus 18% of $125. So first we want to know, what is 18% of $125? This is what Ticketmaster is going to charge and keep for themselves on top of the ticket price. And we get 22.5, which we know is $22.50. So all together, Meg's concert ticket is going to be $125 plus $22.50, which is $147.50. It's always going to cost more than the actual ticket price. When I look for like Dodger tickets, I like to use SeatGeek, and I turn on the setting that shows the total price with the fees, so I'm not surprised by all those extra fees at the end. All right, cattoys.com charges 12% of the amount spent for shipping. So whatever it costs to buy these items on cattoys.com, the website's going to charge an additional 12% for shipping. So if Lisa buys a dozen cat toys for $45.95, how much will she spend total? So she's not just spending $45.95, she's going to pay an additional 12%. So let's find out. I don't know what that was. What is 12% of, which means multiply, $45.95? I'm just going to put that in my calculator since I've shown this much work. It's okay to use a calculator. So $45.95 times, oh my goodness, I need to clear my calculator. $45.95 times 0.12 gives me this amount, which has too many decimal places for money. We want to round to the nearest cent, which is the hundredths place. Since that's less than 5, I'm going to keep it. So she is paying $45.95 for the cat toys plus $5.51 for shipping. So in my calculator, I'm going to put $45.95 and add $5.51. And she pays a grand total of $51.46. She might also have to pay tax and all that, but for this problem, we're just calculating the cost of the cat toys plus the cost of the shipping, which was 12% of the total. All right, thanks for watching.